Hey guys, it's Nick from Triple Tech Squad Geo here, and today we have...
Yo, what's up guys? It's Marty Marty Carlson. How you guys doing today?
Yeah, and what did you do today, Marty?
So me and my team got top 8 at the Goo Gaming 3v3 case tournament.
Nice.
Yeah. So currently I was on Fire King Snake Eye. I think it's the best deck in the room right now. First off, I want to give out some shout outs. Shout out to my team sponsor, Jedediah Smith. His best Yu-Gi-Oh card, the credit card, allowed me to not pull only one, but 2 QCR Populace. One right before the tournament and one after with our prizing. So to start off, we'll just start off with the Fire King cards. First off, we'll start with the spells. 1 Circle, 1 Sanctuary, and 2 Islands. The idea with 2 Island, it looks a little weird at first. You know, why not just play 1/1? The idea is if you draw Sanctuary, or if you just search Sanctuary, you have 1 to place with Sanctuary, and then you have 1 for follow-up. It's a pretty good card. I mean, worst case scenario, you just open an island, and you get to play both engines anyway. So there's no real reason not to play 2. Circle also is a really good card. In a weird way, it's kind of like a bridge. Or what I like to do is I like to use it as an interruption during my opponent's turn. So it plays, in a weird way, it plays around talents, kinda. So they don't like rip your dude in your hand that you want to pop with Gurunix. For the monsters, I've got 1 Arvada, 1 Pink Elephant. He's the best boy. That's all you need. You don't need more. The Monster Reborn doesn't come up that much. You also need 1 Ponix. This is the best chicken nugget. He's the coolest little guy around. 1 Big Daddy Gurunix. He's the best chicken around. He does everything that you want the deck to do and more. He's a custom card. And the actual real custom card is going to be 3 Kieran. This card's still phenomenal at 3. It dodges Imperm, it non-targeting pops, and Monster Reborn. Honestly, this is like the best card of the whole deck. This is what makes playing the Fire King variant like viable. This card's insane. I'll go and get to the Snake Eyes cards now. First off, I've got 3 Wanted and 3 Witch. The reason why I play 3 instead of just like 1, for example, is just because you want to open as much engine as possible. This deck's really good with its main engine. Also, opening this plays around Droll and so many hand traps. It's just an extender that gets you so many pluses. I don't think there's a reason to never not play 3. It just lets you play through so many boards. I'd rather have 2 of these and 2 of these and just 1 random card in my hands than nothing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, let's see. And then for the actual Snake Eyes cards, I've got 1 Original Sinful Spoils. This is just an E-Telly for a level 1. Obviously, it's good in the deck. And then I also have 3 Bonfire. And this is Rhoda for a Pyro. This loses a Droll, but it's okay. Rhoda for a Pyro is okay. From here, we have 1 Flame Birch. You don't need multiples in this deck specifically. You do need multiples in Pure Snake Eye. But the Snake Eye Fire King list, honestly, you just don't have the room. It just allows you to play through Droll. That's why you play this engine. And then you play 1 Oak, 2 Poplar. Again, shout out to Jed, he's the real homie. And finally, you just play 3 Ash. This card's really good. It just gets you into your, it bridges you from engine to engine. Also, it can summon out Flamebirch or Oak, which is really good. So trimming this off for Populace hasn't come up yet, but I'm sure it will eventually. And then for hand traps, it's a hand trap format, so I'm playing a lot of them. Play set of Nib, play set of Droll. Sorry, these aren't QCR yet as of recording. 3 Imperm, 3 Ash, and 1 Call By. This was my 40th slot. It could be a lot of things, to be honest. It could be a Monster Reborn. But I just feel like Call By was the best choice. I had a feeling not a lot of people would get access to the fire cards that they needed today, aka Bonfires or Princesses or Populaces. So if you're not playing fire, why not play a shifter deck that poops on fire? So this was kind of like a pre-sighted option towards the shifter decks. If they shifter you this and you have this in hand, obviously it just gives you a free turn. From here, I'll just move on to my extra deck. We'll start with Grunix. Honestly, this card didn't come up as much as I wanted it to today. It's still a really good card. It's still a walking dark hole. And then something neat came up today where you can actually, if you have Sanctuary and Island up, what you can do is that you can attempt to pop your own island with this effect and save it by popping this guy, and then you'll be able to bring back both your cards. Because the Grunix and the Kieran, and it just allows you to OTK a lot easier because you get a lot more bodies up. And then if you need to, you can crash with the Kieran to bring this back, and this is a big 3,000 beater. It's gonna beat over something. Yeah, so. But other than that, the card's not fantastic. It doesn't come up a lot. This is the one flex spot. I could see you cutting it. It could be a Relinquish, or it could be like a Buzz King, or what have you. For the Link 4s, I have one Appaloosa, one Zelantis, and then one, Raging Phoenix, and one Amber Whale. These are just the best Link 4s to play. I don't play Access Code. It doesn't really come up for me. Access Code is good, but why not guarantee game through so much? These cards guarantee game. You can, so even if they clear one of your bodies, you can still pop 2 and still OTK them. It's just silly. This line specifically clears like 3 or 4 cards and allows you to OTK, even if one of the bodies leaves the field. It's silly. And then Appaloosa is really good into the Snake Eyes variants, and just like any deck that has like a lot of hand monster effect triggers. I mean, it's enough said. It's Appaloosa. It's a great card. Amber Whale is just the best Link 4 to as your follow-up play for making Princess. Self-explanatory. For the Link 3s, these are a little weird. I play one Heesol, one Celine, and one Princess. Princess makes sense. It's a card of the format. Not much needs to be said. Celine is a little bit weird. Since I'm playing 3 Droll and 3 Diabellstar in the main, I'm on 6 spellcasters, which kind of makes sense to play Celine. Celine is a great way to link climb without getting firelocked, and that allows you to make Appaloosa to insulate yourself from Nib and stuff like that, what have you. If you can't keep an Arvada on the field forever, this is a nice way to link climb into an Appaloosa, so you don't have to keep that Arvada, so you don't have to play in a Super Poly. And then Dinko Talker Heesol, it's a really good card. I like bringing it back with the Amber Whale effect.
Yeah.
That interaction specifically is really, really good. Also, it's just a good draw card. It didn't come up a lot today. Honestly, it kind of felt bad making it because in order to make it reliably, you kind of have to play in the Super Poly. But it's okay, you know what I mean? You don't want to, I wouldn't start ending on this. For my Link 2s, I play a good chunk of them. I play SP. I also play IP Masquerena, excuse me. These are like the best Link 2s of the format. I feel like SP is really insane. It can hit Uranix, it can hit Poplar, it hits whatever you need. It can hit OSS, it can hit Wanted. It's just a great card. IP is good for the same reasons. Basically, this card says this card on your monster. Simple as that. You can also IP into Appaloosa as well. That comes up. But honestly, I'd rather just IP into SP. It's just silly. The other Link 2s, I'm playing one Sunlight Wolf. This card's really, really good. It allows you to add back all the fires that you need. So it lets you add back Kieran, lets you add back Flameverge, Ash, you name it, it'll let you add it back, which is really good. And then I played the one Nightmare Phoenix. So the reason I played this card specifically is I had in testing a lot of things come up to where I needed to pop a spell in order to go for game, but I didn't want to not be able to attack directly. So this kind of fills the void that SP doesn't, where you want to pop a spell card and then go for game. Also, it's cute with Lingeribo, so if you have it co-linked, you can draw a card. It just gets you into your engine. And obviously I'm playing Lingeribo. Yeah. And then the last 2 I'm playing, these are like the god cards of the format, Hida and Dark. The Charmers are like insane in any format that's like monotype or like dual type. So Dark, this takes Diabellstar or any like miscellaneous Dark. This takes an IP, you name it. Hida will take Princess, it'll take Flameverge, it'll take anything. This card's insane, this format. Insane, it's my favorite card this format. And finally, when we get to my side deck, first off, I am playing 3 Droplet, 2 Storm and Crit Card. These are all my kind of board breakers. These help me break the Snake Eyes board, Flunder board, you know, you name it. I'd probably side these in going second just as a way to clear the board. Lightning Storm is still really good because Rescue Ace is floating around. I think it's going to get less popular over time just because Snake Eyes, Pier, and Fire King are a better deck in my opinion, but it's still needed. You know what I mean? Raigeki's never bad, and Harpies is never bad, so why not play both?
Yeah.
I'm also playing 3 Cosmic, 3 Talons, and 3 Bell. I think these cards are just like the main staples that you like have to play this format. Bell's really, really good against Labyrinth. I didn't play against any Labyrinth today, but this card's really good against Labyrinth and Voiceless Voice specifically. It just keeps them off their bodies that they need to play. Those decks are kind of like ramp decks where you need to get as much cards on the field as possible, and this card stops that. So, I mean, enough said. If you can stop them from playing, you can play.
Yeah.
Talents is a really good card because it's a hand trap format. Whenever there's a ton of hand traps in the format, Talents feels fantastic. If there's not hand traps in the format, Talents feels awful. And finally, Cosmic is really good. Good against Labyrinth and any deck that with a field spell ever. Honestly, there's not a lot to be said about Cosmic. It just clears My Friend Pearly, it clears Fire King Island, it clears Temple. It's just such a good card. And yeah, that's my deck profile.
Well, thank you, Marty.
You're welcome, bud. And
this is Nick with Triple Tactics YGO, setting one and passing to the next one.
see ya.
Peace.